This is a part 2 of the I don't want to go back to school rant. There were some things I forgot to mention in the part 1. So I wrote things down on a piece of paper of part 2 so I don't forget. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be talking about. So I just got done eating a Twinkie. Class presentations. God, I hate those. That's one of the worst things about school. Class presentations. You gotta get up in front of the whole class and present what you did. Like, what the fuck? I hate those. I hate those. Like, some people don't have a problem with it, but I'm one of those people who I get very, very, very nervous, and first of all, I don't like to be around a lot of people. I don't like it when, a bunch of people, look at me at once. I hate that. I hate that. One of those people who don't like it, and when you're presenting something, that's what they do. You have to deal with that. Everybody's staring at you, and the bigger the class is, the more, the bigger the class is, the more worse it is. It's worse how the bigger and bigger the class is. I can't stand those. When I hate doing those. That's one reason why I hate school. You have to get up and you have to do presentations. Even if you don't want to, you still have to do it. God, I hate that. I'm antisocial. I don't like being around a lot of people. I don't like it when, a lot of people stare at me at once. But that's what they do, and during presentations, and, usually when I get up to do presentations, I'm so freaking nervous. I'm shaking, I'm sure a lot of other people shake, but, I shake, a lot, it looks like I'm having a seizure. That's how hard I'm shaking. And I get very nervous, and I'm afraid that I'll say something very embarrassing, and that's happened to me a few times during presentations. I said something embarrassing, and God, those bother me every single day. They bother me. They still bother me. One time in 8th grade, I was doing a presentation. I said something embarrassing that I should have never said in my Spanish class. That still bothers me today. So embarrassing. You say something embarrassing that, during presentations, that sucks. God, it's hard to get those stuff out of your head, but really, presentations suck. Plus, especially some things that you don't know how to freaking do. I remember last year, in my sophomore year, last school year, I remember there were a lot of presentations in my literature class that I did not know how to do, because I have learning disabilities, and there are some things I have trouble with. I can't there were some things we had to do, and I'm very bad at I can be bad at, doing paragraphs and stuff, an essay. We had to present an essay, and I was terrible. I was very scared that I'd get a very bad grade, and there were a lot of times I did. I remember this one time, a lot of times I got, the lowest grade in class. But, and even if when I do ask for help, I still get freaking nervous. I still do a bad job, The fuck? But really, I hate that, and I remember the worst presentation I had to do. I don't know if it was really a presentation, but, it was for a freaking, it was after we read the book Julius Caesar. We had to do a memory thing, get up in front of the whole class and memorize, and pretend we're doing a play, and we have to memorize all. We can't look at the paper. We write it down on the paper. We could look at it, practice it, but once we literally get up in front of the whole class, you have to remember it. You can't have a paper. I had to remember 15 lines of what happened in Julius Caesar, and I did the worst. I literally had the worst grade out of every kid. I did the worst. I was Behold my sword! And then the teachers had to help me. I did the worst job. Like, behold the swords! I will kill you! And the teacher's like, I will kill you tonight. I will kill you tonight. And the whole class is freaking staring at you. I hate doing that. I hate getting up in front of the whole class to do presentations or freaking memory speeches. I did the worst job at it. My friend Ricky did the best job at it. And I felt like shit because it was kind of embarrassing too. It was embarrassing. I was the only one in the class who could not memorize it, and no matter how much I practiced all morning, I practiced all night the night before, and I practiced a lot, and I still couldn't memorize it. And I hate doing presentations or getting up in front of the whole class. Everybody's staring at me. I hate that. Hate when everybody stares at me and shit. Look at once, like. Especially a big class, and yeah. Now, I talked about presentations. Well, there's a lot of things I hate about presentations. Well, when I do presentations, usually when I'm up there, I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack. I feel like I'm gonna faint and have a heart attack, and that's how I feel when I go do presentations. Another thing, bullies. I hate bullies. Have I ever gotten bullied before? Yes, I have. And I'm sure I still do. I'm sure I do. I know I do. But it's not in my face. Of course, it's not like, give me your lunch money! Give me your lunch money or I'll kill you! It's not it's not like that. It's more like they're talking about me behind my back. Like, there's a lot of people, I know they do it. I've heard them do that. Like, I remember once in, a lot of times, like, these kids, they act like they act, what the fuck? They act like they like me and they're my friend. They pretend. They don't really mean it. They act like they're my friend. They're like, hey, you're a cool person. They don't really mean it. They're just saying it. They're just making me think that they mean it when then they end up talking about me behind my back and making fun of me. All because, of how I am. I'm not really that normal. Asperger's syndrome, that's what I have. I'm not normal, like, and I get made fun of because of that. And there were a few times where I got bullied in front of my face. Oh no, I hope my mom doesn't come in my room when I'm making this video. There were a few times where I got made fun of in front of my face, like I remember my freshman year, this bully. He's a bully. He actually trolled. He actually seen my videos. He trolled on one of my videos. I didn't know it was him, but he admitted it was him. December of 2011. He's like, so I heard somebody was messing with you, and I'm like, yes. And he's like, I know who that is. And I'm like, who? And he's like, me. And really, like, they started bullying me. They were treating me like a bully. They were like, hey, I bought you some baby crackers. Here you go, eat it. And I'm like, no, I don't want it. He's like, here you go. It's like, I know what, stop bullying, man. I made a rant on that, like, bullying needs to fucking go. Like, bullies, man, that's another reason why. I also get paranoid about that. People talk about me behind my back. Another thing I hate is, like, I hate it when, like, I'm in the hallway, I'm by myself. Antisocial and by myself, feel uncomfortable, and I'm afraid there was a lot of times where, like, people would walk past me and then I kind of heard them talk about me behind my back, saying, ew, that kid's a faggot, that kid's ugly. God, I hate that. And I hate being called a faggot or ugly too. I hate that. I take it offensively. Talk about me behind my back, like, don't do that shit. I don't like that fucking shit. God, don't you hate it, like, when do you ever feel like this? Like, you're, like, in the hallway alone, then somebody walks someone and their friends walk past you, and then once they get a little further, they talk about you, they whisper, and you feel like they're talking about you behind your back. Like, don't you hate that? I feel like that a lot. A lot. What else? The swag fags. I made a rant on that the other night. You know, when I'm at school, there's a lot of people in my school who are always freaking dressed in that swag shit, like baseball hat tilted sideways. They don't give a shit for the team. They do not give a shit for the team. They don't even know the team. They just buy it for styles because they think they look cool when they don't. They wear chains around their neck. They sag their pants. You know, they sag their pants, show their boxers. You know, think they're cool, and they act all like, you know how a lot of people act like these days. They're like, yo man, what up my nigga? What? I can't stand that word, the Nigga. It's not racist. It's not racist unless it has the ER instead of the A. So, you know, but like the Nigga, nigga, I can't stand that word. Everybody uses that word at school. A lot of people, and I can't stand that word. That word sucks. I started hearing people say that word a lot in 2009, 2010, and it's fucking pissing me off. Like, what the hell? Another thing, gossips. Like, people gossip a lot of times at school. People are gossiping. Like, hey, oh my god. Oh my god, hey Jennifer, did you hear? Oh my god, Jessica, she kissed John. Ah! Oh my god, she kissed John. Hey, Megan, hey Megan, Jessica just kissed John. Oh what? What? Oh, okay. Hey, Hannah, did you hear? Jessica kissed John. Like, they're gossiping and they're like, one thing happens and then they gossip and the whole school, and it makes the whole, and then they keep gossiping. One person tells another and that person tells another, and the whole school ends up knowing. And then, you know, then something bad would happen, like they call you names and shit. Like, God, I hate that. Don't you fucking hate that? My God. Gossiping, man. Like, stop doing that shit! Gossiping sucks. And this is part 2 of reason why I don't want to go back to school. I gotta deal with a lot of this shit. And yeah. Till next time, it's your boy Steve. And yeah, I'll see you later, and I believe that's all. So yeah, see you later guys, bye.